All right, guys. So we're live here with Craig Warren. Craig, thanks for joining us here. He took the time to share his experience, working with Good Vibe Squad. So I'm gonna let you take this away, Craig. Just introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, what do you do?
Great, thanks, McBilly. Yeah, my name's Craig Warren. I'm based out of Sacramento, California. I've been on the platform with Good Vibes for, I think this is probably my 5th month now. Been successful, to say the least. Starting off right out of the gates. Probably in my first 15 leads, I got one deal, closed it within 30 days from receiving that lead. It was a $600,000 purchase in Ventura. Great deal, very happy. From that point, I've got 7 to 10 that are actively looking at houses. They're pre-qualified. I've got most of those already approved as to be determined properties, underwritten, ready to go. And aside from that, I've got another 10 to 15 that are in the stage of becoming qualified borrowers. So can't say enough about how good the system's working. I'm getting leads every day. The application on my phone, it's so valuable to being the first to contact on these leads. And I think that's what the key is. These people are brand new in the market. I'm the first person talking to them, and I'm the one giving them the information that they're using to make the decision. So can't thank you guys enough. It's just kicking butt for me. I'm really, really happy. I appreciate it.
That's awesome, Craig. That's awesome. So you have a lot of people in the pipeline, obviously. Yeah. That's amazing. So let me kind of take a step back here. I want to ask you first, what made you want to work with us initially, Craig?
Quite honestly, it was, I vetted you guys out a little bit. I had a lot of conversations with the initial contact. I was able to talk to someone that's been on your platform for a little bit. But not only that, I've done this in the past for myself. I did the Facebook ads. I've done, you name it, if it's a type of marketing for my business, I've done it. I'm going back into originating almost full time. I have a lot of other things I do for the company that I work with, but I really want to focus on my origination. I don't have the time to do this myself anymore. I'm happy I made the decision. It's a lot of work to do it on your own. You guys not only are doing what I was doing, you do it better. The leads coming through are great. Most of them are qualified. None of that, most of them don't even have agents they're working with. That's a key, being able to build business relationships with realtor partners by giving them viable leads. It's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, because that's one thing too, right? When a lot of loan officers approach us looking for a marketing system, you're generating leads directly off of the system, right? But that's not even taking into account the business that you generate back from your realtor partners that you can attract and strengthen, right?
Exactly.
So can you talk a little bit more about that, Craig? So what has that actually looked for you in terms of like strengthening realtor partnerships?
It's been great. I'm not localized. So I'm marketing pretty much all of California, and I've done that in the past. I've always done business statewide. What it's allowing me to do is contact with some of the realtors I used in the past to let them know I'm back in the game. I've got some business for you. Can we work together again? And it's just reintroducing myself to some of these agents that maybe I haven't talked to in a while. So it's working that way. I'm also, not only am I getting some potential deals from those agents. One of the agents, the agent that we talked to, or the lead that I closed in Ventura, that agent is using me to buy their house. So I'm getting a deal out of that. So, but again, it's just re-engaging some of the people I haven't talked to in a while that maybe haven't heard from me or maybe thought I was out of the business. So it's working well.
That's awesome, Craig. Awesome. Yeah. So, and you mentioned here, so you've closed a $600,000 home and you have 5 to 7 in the pipeline, about 10 to 15 so far, still looking for homes and stuff like this. So can you talk a little bit more about like specific numbers? What's the average loan size for you and kind of like how much overall is in your pipeline right now?
Right now with the active leads from Good Vibes that are pre-qualified, looking at homes, working with agents, it's going to end up being between 2.5 to 3 million in loans. So that's awesome. Okay. My average loan size I'm looking at that I'm getting from the leads is right around 400,000. So again, awesome. That's a good payday if one of those closes. So awesome. Numbers wise, it's looking great.
Awesome. So, and I know, so for you, Craig, obviously you've worked with a lot of marketing companies before, right?
Yep.
So can you talk a little bit more about like what based from your experience, what has separated your experience with other companies than with us, Good Vibe Squad?
instant results. The turn time from when we started to when I got my first lead to not only that, getting every single day almost getting new leads, fresh leads. In the past, some of the marketing that I've done with certain companies, quite honestly, the leads are regurgitated. They're not exclusive. This is a little bit different because, again, these are brand new people. The ads caught their eye. They clicked on it. They gave their information. I'm the first to contact. That's where it's key. These other marketing companies I've used, even when I was doing marketing myself, I found that the leads I was getting back, they're talking to 2-3 other people. So I'm immediately competing against other loan officers, and that's tough. With these being the first to contact, being the first person to give them any information about the home buying process adds a lot of credibility to what I do and adds a little bit of loyalty too to that lead. You're going to lose some.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the game. But for the most part, I'm the first guy they talk to. I'm the one giving them the information. They may talk to someone else that validates what I'm telling them, but I'm usually going to be the first option back. So the fresh leads, the consistency of them, it's great.
That's awesome, dude. And actually, you sent me a message. So can you talk a little bit more about the time factor? Because you went on vacation recently, and you said something about being able to pull an app or an appointment while on the golf course. Is that right? Can you talk a little bit more about that?
So recently for my anniversary, went down to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico,
Nice.
Spent a week down there, had a great time. The ability to still be able to work while I'm on vacation is something I have to do. You know, I'm a loan officer. We're always available. And sure enough, I got pinged on the app, out golfing with one of my buddies. I was, I think, on hole 4 or 5, and we were waiting for the group ahead of us. So I simply responded on the app, said, hey, thank you for reaching out. I'm here. I'm available. Do you have time to talk this week? And sure enough, they wanted to talk the next day. I set a time, called them the next day while I was at my resort, sitting by the pool, and had a great conversation, and turned out to be an applicant. So I did get an app from that. They're looking good. They are one of the people that are going to be looking at a home really, really quick. So I did that while I was in Mexico.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. All right, man. I'm happy for you, Craig, and I'm super excited for this. So just kind of wrap this off. I mean, for other people that might be watching this video, maybe they're looking for a marketing system for themselves, and they're thinking working with us, but they don't know who we are. What can you tell them, Craig?
For real, you guys are legit. You guys deliver. That's the thing with you go into marketing, you're spending money on an unknown or a hope or a dream. And you guys painted a picture for me before I got on the platform. Well, it's reality. A lot of times marketing companies out there, you got to pay a lot of money. It's not cheap to do. And sometimes you don't get the results promised, or you don't get the results. You guys never made a lot of guarantees. Mm-hmm. You guys said, here's on average what you may expect, but you will get from this program. And it's been more than what you guys had painted that picture. It's awesome. It's really awesome.
That's awesome, man. Thank you, Craig. Thank you for your time. I appreciate that. I'm excited for you, and let's keep crushing this.
I appreciate it, McBilly. Thanks a lot.